Hello, everybody. Finally, we're here.
Yes,
Because Mary made a boo boo.
yes. I messed up the time with an hour.
Well, at first we did have some technical issues, but
Yes, yes,
we
but I
finally
take the
found out that
blame.
Mary messed up.
Yes, I take the full blame. As you
That's
know,
fine.
that's yes,
Hey,
and it's
everybody
boring
makes
without.
mistakes.
Yeah, this is my first and won't be the last.
No,
I'm
probably not.
sure.
No, because
No,
we're not gonna be planning on stopping very soon. So
no,
more mistakes
exactly.
are gonna happen.
Okay, let's
Well,
see. Um,
without further ado, let's just introduce our guest.
Yes, let's do so. I wanted to talk to him for a very long time,
Yes.
and he's also an admin in another group which I created with two other investigators, and he's still an admin there. And I'm so glad he wanted to do this with us because I haven't seen him on a podcast before. Did you?
Oh, no,
No.
I haven't seen him, and I would have
But
noticed.
here he is, Mr. Haunted himself, Mr. Jimmy Petonito.
Hi, fellas.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Look at my hair. Look at my hair, Shane and Mary. Look, what is this? What
Oh,
is this?
at least you have hair. I don't have hair.
All right.
I'm wearing the beanie.
Hey, is this music playing in here?
Yes,
Yes.
it's mine. I put it on. Look, I can put it off.
Yeah.
Now it's gone.
I have a heater. I'm in the Netherlands, everybody. I want you to know it's my first time in the Netherlands. It's beautiful. They put me up in this nice apartment here,
Yeah,
and it's
Yeah.
cold. And I have the heater on, and it's loud.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
Sorry
cold
about that.
here. Yeah. you-
Next time I'll book you into a hotel.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Look at this beautiful accommodations. Look.
How are you doing, Jimmy?
I'm doing great. But can I quick move the curtain aside and tell the listeners what I did to you guys for the last hour?
Yeah,
So
sure.
we had no, it's nobody's fault. You know, there's just time differences, and I was under the impression that I
Yes.
was going to be on at 5 my time, which it's 5 o'clock
Yeah.
now. But these nice fellas here were trying to get me up 4 o'clock, and they're saying, "Hey, we're on." And okay, I'll be there in a minute. I said, "I have to make coffee. I have to freshen up." And they're like, "What?" Then I said, "I got my headphones aren't set up right." And meanwhile, they think I was an hour late, and I feel terrible that they thought I had to freshen up. Anyway, we're good now. We're good.
We're on.
Yeah.
We're live now, so
Yeah.
that's fine. No, this is the
Yeah.
first time Mary messed up. She never messes up.
No, don't. What kind of drink you got there, Shane?
It's just prickly water.
It's called prickly water.
Yep.
I
It
don't have
prickles in
that.
the mouth.
Oh.
Nah, it's just water.
This is prickly coffee for the
I like
show.
prickly coffee as well.
Yeah. What do you have, Mary?
Coke.
Prickly bourbon. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yes.
perfect.
I'll shut up.
Well, it's
So, Let's
we
get
actually
started.
need you to talk.
Well, first, I'm going to thank you. You guys share every single post I make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You share everything.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Thank you.
You're welcome.
welcome. Very welcome. But we also have listeners on Spotify. So
Yeah,
it
we do.
might be handy if you introduce yourself, who you are and what you do.
Well, my name is very difficult to pronounce. So, let's jump forward a little bit. After I investigated a bunch of years, I instructed an adult education class at the high school, and my email is Mr. Haunted at whatever. And so when I handed out my papers the first day to all the students, I did this for 12 years. My email is Mr. Haunted. That's all it is, was an email. And then I said, because my name's hard to pronounce. Somebody rose their hand one day and said, Mr. Haunted, and they had a question. I went, that's the coolest name ever. So don't call me that. Call me Mr. Haunted. And that's how that name originated. I didn't say, I am Mr. of all the haunteds in the world. You know, that's how that started. So I don't like saying these people, oh, I've been investigating for 48 years. I started, okay. You want to know like where I started investigating? When I was a little kid? What do you want to know?
Everything.
Holy mackerel. All right. I had a couple experiences when I was young. When I was a kid. And well, let's do that then. When I was I don't know, people might say I said 7 years old one day, 9 years old. I don't know. I was a kid between 7 and 10 or something. And my mother, my parents got divorced, and my mom was having a guy over for dinner, and she said, just Jimmy, she goes, she didn't want to embarrass her and run down and start acting stupid and stuff. She goes, Jimmy, I'm having a new fella over for dinner, and to go stay up in your room and be quiet. And I was okay, that's fine. So I went up in my bedroom and I was listening to the radio. And back in the olden days, we had like a rectangle radio that it only had 2 dials on it. One was volume, one was tuning, and big giant dials like this. And I was reading a comic book on the bed on my stomach. I was laying on my stomach with my legs in the air like this. My legs were bent in the air over my back. And the radio started changing stations. Now, even as a kid, I said, oh, there must be something wrong with the transmissions or radio waves or whatever. And I kept doing it. It was going up and down the dial, up and down, So finally, I looked over there, and I could see the dial moving like this by itself. So, of course, what else could it be? Is, back then, especially, everybody jumped to ghost. It's a ghost! So then I remember my mom said, Jimmy, don't come downstairs. I was more afraid of my mom than the ghost. So I panicked, didn't know what to do. And then something threw my legs that were bent like this over my back. Something threw my legs down really hard on the bed. So I ran downstairs. I said, Ma, and this is in front of her new friend. Ma, there's a ghost in my room. It was changing the radio stations. It threw my legs down. There's a ghost in my room. So she said, Jimmy, get back upstairs. There's no such thing as ghosts. So like I said, psychiatrists would probably say I'm still trying to prove my mom wrong. There are such things, Mom. So then I had a couple of big giant UFO experiences when I was a kid that led to my interest in all this stuff. But that's kind of boring, explaining something in the sky. But when I was in college, and then when I was a kid, there was a book called Real Ghosts by Daniel Cohen. I still have it over here somewhere. And in this book, they told about a bunch of haunted places. And one of them was the Raynham Hall in England. And they had a picture of the Brown Lady of Raynham Hall. And I was like, wow, what's that? That looks like a real ghost. So, without boring you with the whole story behind it, I said, I want to get a picture like that one day. I was a kid. I don't know where to go. But that always was a big impression on me. So then when I was in college, Ed and Lorraine Warren came to the college. This is the late 80s. And so remember, there was no internet back then. So this was great to see people right in front of you that are talking about all these things I'm interested in. And they were talking about psychic photography. And they were explaining what psychic photography is. It's like taking pictures and then having an image appear on your film afterwards. Like you don't know what's there. And then they were showing all these pictures of ghosts, supposedly. And then they showed the Brown Lady of Raynham Hall. I said, oh, these people know who that is too. So then I live in Connecticut, and they told us about a couple of haunted cemeteries in our area here. So I never knew where they were before. So now I said, now I'm going to go to these haunted cemeteries and try to get my ghost picture. So, dramatic pause. So then I started going to these local cemeteries and taking pictures. And the most haunted one, if you guys may not have ever heard of it, but it's called the White Lady of Union Cemetery in Easton, Connecticut, and supposedly people have been seeing this white lady cross the street, walk through the gravestones for over 100 years. So I said, this is the place that you're gonna get something. So I went there fully expecting for a ghost to walk around. I thought she'd just walk around and I get to take her picture. So I waited, and I didn't see any ghost, and but I had film on my camera, so I said I'll take a couple rolls of film just to say I was here. And then I went home, got my pictures developed, and I got a few weird things on my film. And I was even skeptical. I said, well, that could be smoke or fog or I don't know. So I used to do experiments with purposely in the fog. I go take pictures in the rain. What I'll do with car exhaust, what car exhaust looks like with cigarette, just to see the difference, if there's any difference between them. Anyway, so I used to go and I used to collect so many pictures that I had a whole photo album like this big, full of all my I called them my ghost pictures. So one day, and it's funny because her book just got released yesterday. Debbie Elward, she's Debbie Elward now. She found me in the cemetery one night taking pictures, and at the time, there was a police officer that used to come visit us every once in a while, make sure nobody's doing anything bad, but you make friends with him after a while. And he was looking at all my pictures on the hood or the back of my car, flipping through them. And then Debbie came over and said, "What do you got there, Buckaroo?" And I was showing her, and she goes, I work with Ed and Lorraine Warren. They would love to see these pictures. So I said, "Oh, I saw them at my college a few years ago." So they had classes on Monday nights. So she invited me to go the following Monday. And I thought my pictures were like back then, like National Enquirer used to pay people for amazing pictures. And I said, these pictures are so valuable. They're $1 million. I said, I make sure I don't give them to them. And then I finally got there, and Ed and Lorraine were looking through all my pictures. So these are great, Lorraine. In her little sweet voice, these are great, honey. Can we have these? Like, sure, take them all. I can make copies of them. So it was really cool, and I'm happy I did that because I went from being a audience member to having my pictures shown in their presentation, and that was cool because when they used to come around to my college later, she'd call me out of the audience, say, "Jim, come on up here. Here's one of our students," and she'd have me explain my pictures up there. So that's how that all got started. How's that?
That's nice.
Wow. Yes.
Take a
That's
breath.
very nice.
Absolutely. Wow, at a Lorraine Ward. It's a whole different time, and
It was
yeah.
It was the best times.
Yeah, I can understand.
So
I would have
then-
loved to meet them.
And then
Too
it was
bad.
funny. People who
Yeah, it's-
question, like how people brag about, like I said, how many years they've been doing. Who cares if you've been doing it for 5 or 50? What's the difference? But you might have experienced more stuff. But like when people make fun of people, like I went to hundreds of cases or thousands of cases. They really did go to thousands of cases, and because I was there for hundreds of them, and not everything turned into the Amityville or the big movies and stuff. Yes, we some nights we go to 3 different houses and get the interviews and nothing ever happened with them, or so it wasn't like every house you went to was a was a movie or a book. It's like, no, there was lots and lots of places that didn't turn into anything, but we still did all that work going there to all these houses.
It's actually what they do now in common times when you are a legit investigator, not like the big YouTube stars nowadays, but the real legit small investigators. They do exactly the same. You go to houses and not much happens.
Right.
Once in a lifetime, you have something big.
Exactly. Like I was telling somebody, and it's like, who's going to watch your program if you don't have anything happen? Your TV series, who's going to watch it if nothing ever happens? You don't catch a voice or an image or something. But
Yep.
I said, suppose a family had 5 major occurrences in the house, like stuff actually flying around, a ghost walking down the hallway, like 5 times in 5 years. What are the odds that when you go there for the weekend or a couple weekends that you're going to get this same activity? And it's like, so it's a lot of boring work. One
Yeah, it
of
is.
my first houses we ever went to, because I was new, they were hearing voices coming out of one of the bedrooms. And so Lorraine told me, I'm terrified. You think that this stuff's going to just jump out at you. She said, Jerry, you go in the closet with your tape recorder and just stay there the whole time that we're in the house. They basically locked me in a closet, a little tiny closet, to get voices. And then I look back and that was fun. But yeah, we didn't have the instant. Nowadays you have the real-time recorders where you could ask a question and then it comes right back at you. And back then we have a tape recorder and you just let it run for an hour and then you go listen to the whole thing later.
Yeah.
That's the way. Yeah.
I still do that.
It's fun.
It is. Because you never know what you're gonna get.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank
I still
you.
love doing that. It's hours of
I like
work.
your
And I love
shirt
doing it.
Sweater there. Little sweater there. Stars and stripes.
The Stars and Stripes. Yeah, she was waiting for that a long time.
Yeah. A month, I think.
Holy
something like that, yeah.
mackerels.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
Do you still do investigations nowadays?
There hasn't been one, even though I took time off when I was bringing up my daughters. There hasn't been 1 year where I haven't gone to one house. At least one since the 80s. But no, I'm not actively. There's plenty of people doing that now and doing other stuff. Still working with some people with possible possession type stuff, but as far as the normal haunting, it's like, I'm not against it. It's kind of done.
No, it's just when you get asked, probably.
Oh, if somebody says stuff's flying around my house right now, and an 8-foot monster's coming down the hallway, I'll go right over there. Sure.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing as well.
Sure.
You're still available for that. What do you have in your hands?
I don't know. Werewolf?
Is it a werewolf? Oh yeah, it looks like one.
I can't see in my stupid camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a werewolf-like puppet.
I have Frankenstein.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
See?
I love it.
Yeah, they are great dolls.
Yeah, I'm very
I was
immature.
wondering.
So.
I have dolls as well, so why not?
There you have it.
Yeah.
I've only one. It's the most cutest one ever.
Holy mackerels! Shane! Wait a minute.
You have the same one?
Kind of.
I like that as well.
Yes. Oh,
That's
I like
cute
that.
as well.
Is that glow in the dark?
No, it isn't. It's
It looks
just
like it
it's
might.
just raisin.
I like it.
But I thought it was, but it isn't.
Why don't they make it glow in the dark? They
I
should
don't
make
know.
glow in the dark ghosts.
I can ask
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
That they're gonna be there the 27th of September again, so
Yeah. Wait, how
it's
about
like a
this?
little market. It's a little spiritual market, so I love it.
Cool.
I love those license plates all the time. I've seen them so many times.
Yeah.
That's a
I
real
need-
one, though.
Yeah.
I have to let them make some for me because
Yeah.
I want to hang them behind me.
Yeah, you need them. Who doesn't need those in their life?
Everybody,
You need them in your life.
I do
Hmm.
Oh,
definitely.
there's a bug over here.
It's 30
Yeah,
degrees out there. How is it still alive?
it's warm now. It's warm.
Oh, that's
Okay,
why.
better.
I have my little
It
heater
came
on.
it came back to life.
Yeah,
It's alive.
I gave him
Frankenstein.
little CPR. Don't go into the light, little cockroach. Stay with me. Yeah.
Oh my god,
Conduct yourself in a serious manner, Jim.
that will never happen.
They told me to be serious.
No,
No,
we
you
didn't.
No.
No, we did not.
Is there a spider on me?
Yeah,
There
spider
is!
on shirt.
Oh, shit.
Yes, the glow-in-the-dark spider.
He's going to become Spider-Man after this.
I hope so.
Yes, yes.
That would be cool.
I see it jumping.
I just sometimes have that when something drops and you catch it and you're like, no, it's not coming. Shit, I tried. I lost my questions.
I don't know.
Yes. Yeah. Um, you did also do exorcisms. You were present with them. What
Assisted, right.
were you ever attached, or scratched during those exorcisms?
I'm going to tell you the scratch story and then talk about the exorcisms. Because it's funny. Because do you remember it was an app called, it was before TikTok and all this. It was like you went live. I can't remember the name of it, damn it. But anyways, it was one of these apps where you could go live and like hundreds of people are watching you. And my friends Sean and Eric, they came to Connecticut one day and we went to it was called Guntown Cemetery, and they were talking about these cases that they went on where they got scratched. And I said, I've been doing this for so long, and I could say I've never gotten scratched. As we're live on, there's like, because he had like 1 million followers on his app, whatever. He goes, Jim, you're getting scratched right now. I go, come on. And we're in the middle of the cemetery, and you could see they were showing me on the camera. There's 3 scratches appearing on my neck as we're talking. I said, I guess I can't say that anymore. I got scratched. But there's a couple things that happened to me after exorcisms, but there are a couple things that are very personal that I'm not. It's a whole family members type thing that I don't want to talk about yet. But it's the scariest thing is because you don't know some of these people. We're using our best judgment on whether these people need help or not. They're seeing psychologists, doctors, and we're trying to get the right people to get help. And there's a common denominator with almost all the people that we've assisted, and they came from all over the country. We had people coming from all over the country here, and they almost all of them say, like, they threaten the priest. They say, we're gonna get you. It's not gonna be today, tomorrow, but we're gonna get you. So they plant that in your head that you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it one way or the other. And then they used to point to us because you people helping out don't think you're gonna get away with this either.
Mm-hmm.
It was scary. But just during the exorcisms, the physical, sometimes you have to restrain them because they're attacking us, the priest. Or I had this one woman who was actually trying to take her eyes out, like she was getting in there to try to gouge her eyes out.
Wow.
And of course, I'm trying to help her by pulling her hands away, and she's biting me the whole time. I'm trying to help her from saving her eyes.
Yeah.
nobody walking on the ceiling or anything, but they were talking in different languages, talking backwards.
Hi, Susie.
Crazy.
Thanks for sharing. That would be creepy.
It
If I
is
think about it.
Yes.
And I'm probably forgetting a ton of stuff, but if it comes back to me, I'll tell you.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Was there anything you used during exorcisms, like recording equipment or anything?
That's a great question, Shane, because we were lucky enough that we had a real traditional Catholic Bishop McKenna did 95% of our exorcisms, and he was the legitimate as you get. Like he was a real traditional Catholic priest, and he encouraged us to film. A lot of people say we don't allow filming, and we don't want people to be, and he encouraged us to do it because he wanted to show people that this is real. We do this, and people can be helped. So luckily, he let, especially during the all of the '90s. People think I exaggerate, and I try to figure out how many I helped with. Not that it matters, like I said, if you did 1 or 100, but I personally assisted in about 50, a little over 50 maybe, exorcisms. And the point is, I was making a point here. What was your question? It was a really good question. Do you
About the recording equipment you
recording?
used.
Yes, yeah. I can't even bring I don't think I can bring my camera over here, but I have a whole wall here of recorded exorcisms. And the thing about it was, you're recording these not only just for history, because when the guys came over from Ireland to film Hostage to the Devil, they wanted to film all my stuff, and I said, I don't want to be on here. I don't want to be on a camera. I'm very uncomfortable on a camera. And there's like, he goes, how many people do you think they have a whole wall full of exorcism tapes? I go, I don't know. He goes, none. Only you. We need this stuff. So so it's not only important to document the whole thing, but then, like you said, you watch it later. You want to see if you hear any sounds or voices coming out of thing, or if there's any images, or you want to see if you caught something while during the exorcism. So that is when I started. Like one day when my first daughter was born in 2000, and I was reviewing one of my exorcisms on the big TV in the living room. So that's what we did. And I watched it from minute one. I got to stare at everything. Was there some little monster in the corner there? I don't know. And then I saw my little daughter crawling around, and I'm looking. I was like, this probably is really stupid that I'm doing this every week, and I have a baby here. And just God forbid I bring something home or something. So that's when I took a break from all that and did the ghost classes at the high school for 12 years, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But main fact is you did record those exorcisms, which also is a good thing, because if something bad happens to the client, you have proof you didn't do anything wrong.
Thank you for. I always forget that liability.
Yeah.
God for freaking you. I mean, I would recommend anybody to record these, only because suppose something happens to them, like the girl in Germany. Suppose something happens to them or you, and it's just everybody's word against each other. I mean, suppose she floats up to the ceiling and freaking starts flying around and hits her head or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to grab I have like these are right here. I have a whole wall full of these. These are all
my God.
exorcisms.
That's a lot of them.
I have 3 shelves of these.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and not all of them are head spinning around and stuff, but still, it's it's probably worth something to somebody one day.
Oh, probably, yes, probably. It would be something for me, I think, to see something like that
You
in
can
real
come over
life.
if you want.
If I ever had get the money to go over, I will.
Come over.
I will. Pull me through the screen. Maybe it works.
You gotta bring your own prickly water. I don't know if we have that.
Yeah, you do.
We do.
Yeah, you do.
All right.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna show you something. I got something for you. How about? I thought when you said about exorcisms, what did you use? I thought you were going to say what, like implements you use. But these are very rare things right here. This is a first class relic.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Nice.
really beautiful.
It's the actual like piece of a saint, like a bone or hair or whatever. And they use these during. These were used during, I don't know, Bishop McKenna did hundreds of exorcisms, and he gave me these as a gift for helping him.
Yeah. Wow.
So I want to save these forever.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Actually, beautiful pieces.
I like them.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
understand.
Me too. Me too. Now we're getting to another part.
Are you gonna do the unboxing?
Yeah.
I go into the unboxing.
I can't wait for this. This is a big surprise. I'm getting my glasses for this one. Where's my glasses? I lost them.
Now we're gonna get it.
That's a good looking book though, isn't it?
It is.
It is
It's a good looking.
book. The other one is coming next week because it came from a different stock.
Yeah.
But I've got my first one.
Thank you very much.
You're very
What?
welcome. I was looking for the books for so long, and in the Netherlands it's very hard to get American books.
Yep.
So I was so pleased to finally find this one and one from Mike Ricksacker. So I have some reading to do. But this is very special because it's about your exorcism videos and spirit photography and a lot of insight. So
It's a
will
lot
be a
of-
pleasure to read it.
I think it's a fun. I think everybody would like this. Everybody like it. It's all the kid stories when you're growing up and stuff.
Yes. So everyone, Mr. Haunted Origins.
Wow.
I have to go look for that one.
And you know what? I always try to use my influences that were influenced to me as a kid. And if you look, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this TV show called Kolchak the Night Stalker. And
No.
if not,
No.
I'll send you a link on YouTube because that was my huge influence when I was a little kid. This reporter always stumbled upon a supernatural mystery when he was supposed to be covering an election or something. He discovered a vampire was around, or a zombie, or a werewolf, and nobody, his bosses wouldn't believe him, so he used to go investigate the cases. And I used the font from Kolchak the Night Stalker for my own book as a kind of a little nod to that TV show. But
You have to send the link because I'm
Well,
going to see that.
it's the best show ever.
Okay.
Then we have to look at it. Definitely.
Absolutely. So I also heard you did a forward to trilogy of terror.
Yeah,
Yeah.
listen to this one.
I saw that video yesterday.
The one I realized people don't want to see you in the cemetery trying to summon a spirit. They want to see you open stuff, just like you did. It's like opening a present. You get so excited. So Debbie, the woman who found me in the cemetery that time.
Yeah.
It's like we were just all kids back then with John Zaffis. We were all just, basically kids and, investigating all these places with Ed and Lorraine. And now we're all writing books. So it's really cool. And now they asked me last year to write a forward to their book. And I said, I don't know. I had to go look up how to write a forward. Like, what's a forward? I don't know. I don't know what a forward is. So I said, is there anything specific you want me to cover? Just write whatever you want. So I said, I'm going to write whatever I want. So this just came out maybe 2 days ago, this book here. And I did a nice, I don't know, it's a nice forward. It's I don't know, it's about 10 pages long. I don't know. But it's fun background stories about how we met and stuff.
But that is
Yeah.
nice, yeah. That's cool to
Yeah,
put in a book.
it's available. I really need to have it.
You know what's fun about this is that, um, like 100 years from now, somebody's gonna find one of these books in a garage sale for like 10 cents. Like, who was this guy? This guy was weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
well,
know?
people will think I'm weird in 100 years. So
Yeah.
But it's fun when you accept it. It's like, yeah, this is me, and tough. We
Exactly.
Yeah.
like the way we are.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Did you
I-
write
we
more
are-
books? Did you write more books?
Mine?
Yeah.
Did you write more books?
Oh, okay. The first book you were talking about is Phantom Messages, and that was done with Bill Hall, who previously wrote The World's Most Haunted House, the go-to book on the Lindley Street haunting, with the big poltergeist that made worldwide news. And I had him on my I did a radio show for almost 10 years, and I used to have guests on all the time. And since he was a writer, I asked him one day, we met at my house, and I said I would love to have a book about all my experiences, whatever. And I said I'm not a writer, I don't know how to do it. And then he says, well, I want to write another book too. He doesn't, sometimes you just have writer's block. You just don't want to write. You don't want to do anything. So he said, maybe if we did something together, we kind of push each other to, get it done. So there was a Facebook post one day, and we didn't know what we were going to do it on. We're going to do a collaboration. And there was a Facebook post that said, my girlfriend called me this morning, but she's been dead for 3 years or something like that, or texted me. So I said, I do hear that story a lot, that kind of communication with a passed over person through a computer, email, or text, whatever.
Yeah.
So I threw it out there on Facebook, and within days I got hundreds of messages about they've had an experience or they know somebody who. So within months we had 50, 60 stories that we had to go research and write up, and that's what that book's about. And then this one's about my story. And then the third one, I'm done. I could be done with it right now, but I want to keep adding stories to it. But I always give credit to my influences. When I was a kid, I was a little nerdy. I read comic books all the time, and one of my favorite comic books was called Somebody's Midnight Library. It was just the cover. It was so terrifying to me as a little kid. I'm like, ooh. So this one's gonna be a compilation of a bunch of my stories and other people's stories, and that's gonna be out probably spring or summer. And then I'm doing a fiction, like a Stephen
Nice.
King type book.
Oh,
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm dying to
Yeah.
read that as well. Then
Me too.
I'm a big Stephen King fan, so
You're gonna see influences all over the place in that book.
Oh, cool.
Now he has a new movie out called The Monkey or something like that.
yeah, I've seen that. Or at least I saw the cover of it. I was like,
I hope
I want to
it's
see
good.
that one.
I hope it's good.
Well, I have to go to the movies with my daughter first, and she's 5, so I don't think that's a good movie to go to.
That'll be a perfect first movie for her.
Well, she is a horror fan. She does look at horror stuff like makeup artists and
Yeah.
that kind of things, and she likes it a lot. But I don't think the movie's going to be a hit.
No, maybe Snow White first.
Yeah, and The Huntsman.
Yeah. Not the.
She's
not
probably
the
not going to like that
Yeah.
either. She likes Snow White. That's not going to be a hit as well.
Not so
But
much.
in the end, she's probably going to be a
Oh.
horror fan.
Damn bugs.
I actually thought you dropped off your chair.
I do that once in a while.
Yeah.
Like those fainting goats.
Yeah. They make me laugh way too hard, those things.
I do that.
Yeah.
Why do they do that?
I have no idea. It's a
We're gonna
stress.
We're gonna research that and get back to you next week on Things Paranormal.
Well, that would be awesome. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we can find them here. Yeah, but
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
I
people
will.
that
yeah,
people that don't believe in psychic ability, I really think we all have intuition or psychic ability. Everybody, to different degrees, because
Yeah.
and you have proof of this in the animal kingdom. I'm not prepared for this, but I brought it up. But just like the fainting goats, whatever, there's other animals that can predict earthquakes. They predict seizures in people.
Yeah.
If somebody has
Yeah.
high blood pressure, like they know.
yeah,
They do.
And there's a bunch that I'm forgetting. A bunch of animals that. So we all have that. That's real stuff.
It is.
Yeah.
We should
It
do a
is.
show on that one day about all the animals that have secret powers.
yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be a cool panel thingy
I think so.
subject.
I think so. So if we arrange a panel, and that's the paranormal mischief, but would you drop in?
Okay, but I will be prepared at 4 o'clock.
Yes, please. Don't go napping then.
No.
No.
Let's go back to the beginning now. Do you realize that these people right here were ready an hour early, but to me,
Yeah.
I had another hour before I was going to go on, and they're trying to talk to me, and I said, I got to take a nap first. I have to freshen up first. I have to make coffee first, and they must be like, wow, this guy's crazy. He's crazy. Let's take a nap.
It could be me.
Naps are good though.
Yeah.
Naps are very good.
Here's the first book, Mary.
I've seen the
Yes.
cover of that.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm
reading
actually-
the
I'm-
rights.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to get ebooks everywhere because
Yeah.
my house is too small for all the real live books. Even though they're
Yeah.
better, but still, the house is getting too small. So I'm trying to get ebooks everywhere. But I saw yours as well.
Yeah. I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
I have to have it. I have to have the book.
I had
wish
that a long time.
I wish I could show you all my books over here.
I guess you have a lot
Next time.
We will.
next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing.
Now, we saw a post of you about hostage by the devil. We can't stream it. Yeah, we can't stream it.
No,
It's not
I've looked it
available
up.
here.
You know what's weird? The way YouTube rules are. There may be a movie. There may be a movie that I could watch here, but you can't watch there. And
Nope.
and even though we'd like you to stream that, there are versions on YouTube where one it's the same movie but it has Spanish subtitles. I don't know if it's available there or just in America. And then there's a couple versions of people upload it illegally. There are a couple ways to watch it if you can't get it. But I can send you a link. But I said I can't promise it's going to work because different
Probably
rules
not.
country to
Probably not.
country.
yeah, I can't find
Or-
everything. I just don't want to do it all the illegal all the time.
No, it's not. Well,
Yeah,
it's not illegal. Just you're not going to go to jail or anything. But that's that right
No,
there.
I won't.
For anybody that wants to
Yeah.
watch that.
Hostage to the devil. Yeah, I
Yeah.
do have to look it up. I do want to look it up.
Yeah.
And that's
So
a
you
documentary. It's not a movie.
Okay, it's with Ralph Sachi, if I'm correct.
Yeah. So that like I said, we used to have with Ed and Lorraine, we used to have meetings or classes, whatever you call them, on Monday nights, and they used to tell us about the cases they've been on, or we'd do experiments, or we'd have a little. They'd bring in their answering machine, and we'd go over all the calls they got that week, and see where we want to go, and sometimes they'd have a guest. So one day, Lorraine said, "Next week we have a guest," and she's really excited about it. And says his name's Malachi Martin. I never heard of him before, and I said, "Who's that?" And she said, "He's an exorcist." And we, it's like, wow. So so she's also an author. So I went to the bookstore and I made sure I got a book that was also called Hostage to the Devil. And the next week, came to talk to us, and I had him sign my book. And he also became an advisor to. We had a little group kind of on us, our own group on the side with all the exorcism stuff, and he was one of our advisors. He'd give us cases. We had a question, we could, he was right available all the time, and I don't remember what year he died, but I was trying to find online on Facebook if they had a fan page or anything to do with him. So I found a Hostage to the Devil page, and it said documentary. So I said, I'm gonna like this, and I said, I asked the moderator of the page. I said, how can I watch this documentary? He said, well, we haven't made it yet. And he said, how do you know about him? And I just told him about my little conversation with him when I first met him, and he thought that was very valuable to them. And he goes, well, we're trying to contact. There's other people we want to talk to, Ralph Sarchi, John Zaffis, and somebody else. He goes, but they're kind of, we don't think they want to talk to us because they don't know if we're going to do it the right way, because they're very protective of the guy, And I said, well, they're my friends. I'll message them. He goes, do you know them? I was like, yeah. So anyways, they came over from Ireland, and they, interviewed us all, and they went to Las Vegas to interview Art Bell, because he was on that program 8 or 9 times. If anybody never heard of either of those people, go look up Art Bell, Malachi Martin on YouTube, and you'll have hours of enjoyment. And that's how the Hostage to the Devil documentary got made. And it was already on Netflix for like 5 or 6 years, and now it's on every other streaming place. But not for you. Not for you,
No.
I guess.
Of course not, because it's the Netherlands. We don't have that.
We're going to figure that out.
Yeah.
It has to. I mean, they're Irish. Yeah. It's not that far away from us.
No, and actually, there's a DVD. There's a DVD of the movie, a physical DVD. If it's the worst,
I have to watch it at Mary's because I don't have a DVD player.
Yeah. Well, and we didn't even they don't even have the US version. It's the
European version.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Okay.
Mary, go check it out.
I will find it, and I probably have a spare DVD spieler. So.
You throw it in the laptop.
Oh, you can also do that. Yes, of course. Duh.
Yeah, but I
forget I have that thing on there. I never use it.
Every podcast, I get this flip of my hair right here.
Yeah.
Beanie.
This ruins my life. Thank you.
Getting a hell of a lot better. Yeah.
I look like Santa's elf now.
Yeah, you do.
I can't win, man. Everybody else looks cool with a beanie on. I look like a freaking elf. I'm sorry.
Man, you have to come to our show every week. I think I'm gonna let my ass off.
Sure. I'm trying to. I shared your stream, and I'm trying to. I feel bad because people are probably trying to talk and ask questions, and I don't want to pay attention to the. Oh, guess what?
Guess.
What?
Oh, Windows Update just popped up on my.
Oh, seriously? They're gonna do that now?
You know the once a year thing it does. It just
popped
up.
Very nice. Gonna do that during a podcast.
During the podcast.
Yeah.
That's not a good idea.
Apps. Yeah. I have also that luck. Always.
Always. Yeah.
I think I shared it. I don't know.
Well, it's been shared 14 times, so.
I'm alive.
It's shared a lot.
Not one person liked it?
Yes, somebody did.
On my page.
Oh, that's not good.
What? See?
I see likes dropping up. Yeah.
Where are you people? We're
Yeah.
giving you we're giving you an hour of entertainment here.
Yeah, we do. It's the best
Yeah.
entertainment ever. It is.
What other guests do you have coming up on things paranormal? I put you on the spot.
Yes.
Next week is going to be a Dutch version. So it's going to be Dutch. And the week after that, we're going to have Eric van der Laan. He is an American.
Yes.
You know him.
I like to get people from all over all the time.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We had the week after that, we're going to have a panel again with David Oman.
Yeah, sometimes I pop on here, and there's like 20 heads over there. Wow, look at all the people.
Yeah.
David Oman, he's
True.
fun.
Yeah,
David,
he is.
Yes, he is. He is.
We had a lot of fun with him.
And he invites you
Yeah.
over too. He goes, "Come on over." Like, we can't just pop over to California, guys.
No,
Yeah.
I wish I could.
Yeah. I take my helicopter.
Yeah, our special private things helicopter.
Yeah.
I think if he says it again, I'm gonna send over my PayPal so I can buy a plane ticket.
Yeah.
Maybe it works.
Oh, it got dark here all of a sudden.
Oh,
it's dark.
we can still see you.
Right.
So that's a good
Yeah.
thing.
Do I look mysterious?
Yeah, you do always.
Thank you.
The light
else
makes
do
it
I have?
better.
I'm trying to think what I have to show you. I'm trying to show you stuff. I don't know. I'm not prepared.
No, you don't have to be.
No.
Thanks.
It's gonna be just a talk.
Yeah.
So you don't have
About
to get prepared. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. It's not gonna be about us.
How about ask me, what was your first EVP?
Yes.
What?
What
Yeah,
was
what's
your
your-
first EVP?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Well, because back in the olden days, like we said, we just had a tape recorder and you'd press record for whatever, like the whole side of a tape, and then go listen to it later. Right? So during the time we'd go to the cemetery, we'd just, because you're not supposed to be in after dark, and the police used to watch all the time. I'd run in and put the tape recorder down, press record, and then run back out. So, you time it, like you leave it in there for an hour, and then for the ride back home, we listen to the tape. So for weeks and weeks, I never got anything, nothing, not even a whisper, a branch cracking or nothing. And then one day, me and my friend Rick were driving home, and you hear the tape going, and you hear "Kill 'em all." It sounded like "Kill 'em all," and I said, "What a corny EVP! No one's gonna believe it. It's corny." But it was our first EVP. There was nobody else with us. Nobody's saying "Kill 'em all" in the cemetery. Hopefully. So then I said, "Let me go." The next week, during the light of the day, I said, "Let's go in there and see what stone I left the tape recorder in front of." And the man's name was Gillelemon. And then I listened. He was saying his name. Gillamon. And oh, okay, that makes sense. That was
Yeah,
the first
it does.
one.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Plus the fact that not every investigator does that, but go back and see what stone it was on.
Yeah, I mean,
See if it could be a name or something.
it was all experimental. It still is, but I mean, I know there's these amazing apps and stuff now, but I just, if I ever did this again, like Syria, I would just use I like having the old fashioned thing because I don't, or even just use your, a phone recorder or something, because
Yeah.
whenever anything that's pre-programmed in there, you always got a question.
Exactly. That's why we don't use them.
I didn't know that. See?
No, we
Yeah.
don't use apps.
No.
We do try them out because we want to know what it does, and if it does give you some answers, you never know. But
That's
we don't trust them.
that's what's amazing about it is you think that I don't want anything with recorded things in there. But so, like I said, the same friends I went to that cemetery with when I got scratched, we were in this abandoned building, and my friends were using the apps because I don't have the apps. And we were going through this abandoned building, which like for 20 years, people wrote graffiti on it, and it was just a shell of a big giant hospital. So we're in one of the rooms, and the machine said Bart Simpson. Bart Simpson.
Mark Simpson? Seriously?
How corny is that? So guess what? We went to, remember, they're from a different state. It's not like they came another day and saw this thing. They're from another state. I brought them to this building. In the next building, there was a big giant 7-foot, maybe it was Homer. I don't know. It was one of the Simpsons, but it was somebody who did a graffiti, a big giant graffiti of Homer or Bart, whoever it was, Simpson in the next room. So the thing read the wall from the next room. And that's kind of cool. Then, I remember we were going, and then it said 1932. So we're thinking in your head, okay, was this ghost from, did he live in 1932? What is this all about? And then we went to the next room, and there was big giant 1932 written on the wall. So this thing was reading the walls ahead of us, which was kind of cool. And you know what? I'm not saying it was a ghost. Just because something happens that's weird doesn't mean it's a spirit of a person. It could be some other dimension that we don't even know, or little alien kids playing game with us. We don't know. But that same day, I was addicted to playing this dinosaur game on my phone. You ever play that? You ever catch dinosaurs?
Think I did.
It was called Jurassic something. So I was catching dinosaurs, and I was with my friends for 2 hours investigating this place, and I was like, I'm missing. I'm supposed to be catching dinosaurs right now. I just wasted 2 hours of my day. So I let them walk ahead of me, so I could catch dinosaurs because I was embarrassed. They're gonna make fun of me if I'm catching dinosaurs. So they were 20 feet ahead of me, and I'm catching my dinosaurs on my phone, and they're up ahead. They go, Jim, the thing keeps saying dinosaurs. the thing ratted me out. And then I showed him, look, I'm catching dinosaurs. So I do believe there's something there, but yeah, you gotta figure out the right.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's nowadays when people use those apps, they automatically just focus on that app for what it says, and it could be just spitting words. So you have to find out, is it adding up with where you are? Is it adding up with the building or your investigation?
Yeah, I think
because if it does, then I believe those apps. I mean, if it like what happened with you, when it starts to rat you out because you're playing your game, you can't go around it.
And another thing about it is I never preach to people like this is real and this. So you really have to experience it for yourself. And I totally understand people say I don't believe in this stuff at all. There's no such thing because they haven't experienced it firsthand. But once you do, so I understand people that don't believe in this stuff if it didn't happen to them. But once it starts happening to you, you're like, okay, I get it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know what it is.
There's still some people who do experience things and still say there's no such thing.
Do you notice everybody you talk to, and you have friends that aren't into the paranormal in your life, and like, I don't believe in ghosts, but this one time when I was a kid, everybody has one story. I was 10 or 11.
It's either that or I tell them, okay, if you don't believe it, that's fine. Just come over with me for a night and go ahead and go investigate. And they're like, nah, I don't think that's a good idea. Then I'm like, why? Because it's pretty scary. Because there's no such thing, right? And they're like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's always the same. It's either, but that one time, or nah, I'm good. I'm fine.
Everybody has that one time.
Yep.
One time.
Yep.
You know what's funny? I do believe there is something to that. When you're younger, you kind of lose the magic. When you grow older, it's really as it's like, people tend not to believe a child. It's like, no, they know what they saw. When I think, yeah, as you get older, you kind of lose the magic of receiving all this stuff because everybody has a story when they're a kid. I saw a ghost, I saw a monster, I saw this and that.
Yeah,
It's not
true.
so much when you're 30.
It's like you grow over it
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of society.
you lose the magic. That's very sad.
Yep, true. I'm glad I didn't lose that magic yet.
Yeah, we won't stay the way we are. We're fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Plus, I believe my kids when they say something like that.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
When my kids first said, they're upstairs, they go, Dad, we think we saw a ghost. I'm like, no, there's no such thing as ghosts. Go back to bed. I don't want to deal with that.
Mine
I don't
try
wanna
if
see
they
your
don't want to go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they don't want to go to bed, they're like, "Oh man, I'm scared. I saw something." And I'm like, "Stop making things up now, because I know when something's there."
Just like my mom. No
Yeah.
such thing.
No. My kids know when I know.
No, okay. How many?
I know when they're there.
I got a story for you then.
Oh,
I have a million of them. Where's my glasses? Oh, here they are.
Found them.
One quick one for you here. When my kids obviously know what I was doing all this time with going to all these houses and stuff, and realized I wasn't a normal dad, and they said, "Dad, we want to go ghost hunting with you one day." I said, "I can't bring them to a dangerous place, or So we went to a random cemetery in town that there's no history behind it. There's no urban legends. It's just a regular cemetery. So we went with just the tape recorder, and they were witness to this, and they were probably 8 and 6 years old or something, and so they said, "How does it work?" I said, "Well, you press this button here, and then you ask a question." So I let them do it, and they said, "Is there anybody here that wants to talk to us?" And I said, "Yeah." This kid's got an EVP immediately. It took me years. So it said yes or something, and then, "What's your name?" A little girl's voice, Emily. You can hear it, Emily. Like, these kids are phenoms. So then it gets to the point where they said, "Where are you?" And I'll say left, right, left, and so we went around the paths. We followed the directions of the tape recorder, and then it says, whatever final turn it told us to take, we're sitting right in front of a little girl's grave, Emily, whatever the last name.
Wow.
So they think that's the way it happens all the time. It's like, oh yeah, we talk to ghosts every day now. But that was amazing to me.
I can understand that. That's cool.
Oh, my battery's low. Yeah.
Yeah. I promised we do an hour 50 minutes. I know it's very cold over there where you are. So, one final question.
Yeah.
If people want to follow you, where can they find you?
The best way is my Facebook page. I'm not one of these young kids, all these Instagrams and this and that, even though I do have TikTok and Instagram, but I just don't. I'm old. I have Facebook right now. So,
one at a time.
And I think I'm pretty much to the limit, but everything I do is public, so you just follow if you want. But I'll show you my page here. That's what it looks like. This is the genuine page.
Yep.
Can you see it?
Yes.
I can even make it better. Wait up.
Make it better.
I can make it better. Wait up.
That's what it looks like right now.
Just a second. I'm gonna do it. Put it down. Put it down. There we go. Look at this.
Holy mackerel, Shane!
That better?
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
I got you big.
Yeah, go
So
there.
this is
Go there.
This is the original page, people.
It is.
No other one.
No. Wow.
That better?
That
He is
impressed me
so
right there.
Yeah.
You just cut it
Know a
out.
little bit of
No!
things. I'm a bit technical. A bit.
Yeah. What time is it there? Like 11?
12.
12 at night?
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys go to sleep.
In an hour, probably.
Okay.
I'm not that tired yet. So.
Holy mackerels.
No, I'm a night person, so.
You know what's weird? One last thing to leave you with. When I was doing my radio program, my producer and my co-host were just talking like this, like after the show, you talk for a few minutes after the show's over. And I was down my basement at my old house. And they never said they were kidding still to this day. And my old house was haunted as hell. They go, Jim, there's a body hanging from your ceiling. Like, where?
Oh my
I said, right over your shoulder. And then it was a deep basement. But yeah, I don't want to see that in my.
Mm-mm.
I was just gonna make say that I see that for you, scare you, but no, I don't. But yeah, that's.
You can try.
Yeah, they're serious. They saw that a body.
Oh, that's
hanging.
cool.
So think about that when you're going to sleep tonight. Kids.
I will. Maybe have a nice dream. I always say, when I go have nightmares, it's my own personal horror movie. I haven't seen that one.
Right, I love it. It's like we pay to see this stuff.
Exactly.
I love nightmares.
Yeah, me
They're
too.
wonderful. And
They
then
are.
even if your life is bad, it's like if you have a bad dream, it's like you wake up, you're like, oh, I'm happy I'm in this one now. Good.
Exactly.
It's
Next
a
nightmare.
no-lose situation.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
You may shut it down, Mary.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Cut it off.
Quick, before the elf
So-
comes back.
Oh, it's back. Too late. Too late. Too late.
Now I'm gonna have nightmares.
That's
Yeah,
scary right there.
no. Yeah, it is. To all of our listeners, thank you for listening. For the people who were watching, thank you, the sharers, and later on Spotify, thank you. And Jimmy,
Yes.
thank you for doing this with us. I
Thank
had a
you for
great
having me.
time. Yeah, it's so much fun to talk to you.
Thank you.
Yes, it is. Definitely.
Yeah, you're funny. You're funny.
Definitely are.
You know where that gets me? Nowhere.
Probably. No. Definitely. But it still is fun to have you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes. Yeah,
Take
we
a
do
nap.
Yeah.
this. Yeah, we
Take
do
a
this
long nap.
again. Yeah, we are going to talk about the animals.
Yes,
Yes.
psychic animals.
Yes. We have to
psychic
do that.
animals. Yeah, we
Because
do.
that intrigues me. It does.
It's fun researching them because there's a bunch of them that have
It
all
is.
those powers.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be prepared.
Okay, we'll prepare and research first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Then we make an
absolutely.
appointment and then we go live.
I'll have a panel.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Not too many people because then everyone's going to want to talk about the cow. Like everybody can't talk about the fainting goats. We have to have individual specialties.
Yeah.
We're gonna be I think 4 people max.
For people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good idea.
We will.
Everybody, thank you all for watching. Jimmy's turning around already. We will see you guys next week, and it's going to be Aad. And he's going to be in Dutch, so all the English followers, we love you, but you're probably not going to understand one word of what we're going to say.
Nope.
But within 2 weeks, we have an American one, so we can
Eric.
listen to that again. Eric, yes.
Yes.
So everybody, thank you all for watching, listening, and following us, sharing us. And Jamie, again, thank you for doing this for us because we had a lot of fun.
Thanks,
And
fellas.
we're going to have We're gonna have a long nap after this.
Long nap.
Yeah,
Long nap.
very.
So thank you all, everybody, and we will see you in the next one. Bye
Bye bye.
Where's my